up, YouTube? Leo Sheng here, host of the Extreme Fillet Fishing channel. Today is March 5th, 2017. My 52nd outing of this year is still. If you guys watched the last video on the channel, you probably know already that earlier today I was doing some saltwater fishing down here in Charleston, South Carolina. Now it is the afternoon. I'm right here, right by this tiny little residential pond, okay, in Charleston, alright? It doesn't really have a name. It is really tiny. And today I am going to be fishing with a guest. This lady is actually my friend Darcy's friend, Mandy. And according to her, she just wants to know what are the different types of fish in her pond. You know, she has caught a decent carp out of here before together with Darcy. And I think a few sunfish. So we're gonna do a little species assessment of this place. We're gonna try for like everything, you know, and see what is inside this little tiny pond. Okay, it is super small, right? So I mean, it would be amazing if we actually pulled a giant of some sort out of this place, right? Because I mean, you just never know, right? So I gotta get things set up. Mandy is gonna be showing up here soon. So when she's here, we're gonna turn the camera on again. Just stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so I'm here with my friend, Darcy's friend, Mandy.
Hey,
Boom!
I'm Mandy. Hey.
And Mandy, it comes to my understanding that you have an Instagram when it comes to fishing, is that right?
I do. I'm Menderson11.
Do you post a lot of fishing stuff over there?
Oh yeah, that's about all I post.
Huh. Why don't you tell us a little bit how exactly you got into fishing to begin with?
Well, my dad got me into fishing when I was a kid, and then about 4 or 5 years ago I met Darcy and found another female angler. So
that's nice.
Of course I have my male fishing friends that always take me that are very
Oh,
nice.
of course, sure, yeah. And it comes to my understanding also that most of what you do is saltwater fishing, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. I do inshore and offshore.
Gotcha. So see, today for a change, guys, we're here right by Mandy's house. Of course, I'm not gonna tell you guys which house it is, you know, you guys gotta come stalk Mandy here, you know. But for a change of scenery, we are here right by her little community pond, and we gotta do a little species assessment. We're gonna get Mandy on some freshwater species of fish, you know, whatever it is in the pond. So let's get equipment, let's do it. All right, so every time I come to a new pond, usually I cast some fake plastics around.
Yeah.
Just to kind of check if there's any largemouth bass inside or any different type of game fish. And when that happens, my lure of preference is what is called a Senko.
Okay.
And this pretty much over here is a Gary Yamamoto Senko, a very old one. Let me get a newer one for you. There you go. So this is a little Gary Yamamoto Senko, 4 inches. And what we do, we just tie one hook directly on the line.
Okay.
And we do this thing called wacky rigging, which is you just put the hook right under this little O-ring, this little ring right here.
Sure.
And it becomes just like this on your line.
Okay.
And what happens is when you cast it in there, you just let it sink slowly. And the sides, yeah, it wiggles.
Okay.
And if there are largemouth bass around, usually what happens is you feel a little tap first, and then your line starts moving towards the direction that the fish is swimming. That's when you know it got in its mouth, and then you set the hook.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get you set up with this first. We're gonna give just a few casts right along the edges, and then around the fountain, because those are the places where they would be at.
Okay.
Usually they hide under this green gunk here.
Right.
So if you cast right in front of it, sometimes they will show up and whack it.
Okay.
Or sometimes it will just be around the fountain because the water is cooler over there.
Okay.
So there you go. You can tie it up with whatever, you know. Ooh, tough gig with the bass, folks. I see all these mosquito fish, you know, popping up here and there on the pond. Look at that, when my Senko passes around. But I've been casting the Senko for quite a while, and sadly, the largemouth bass did not want to show up, okay? So, I mean, if they are in this pond, they may be, you know. I didn't catch any, and I didn't have any bites. Now, as story goes, and I actually set up Mandy on a little panfish rig right there already. But the story goes that one day there was a contractor around here. Is that right?
Yes.
And what was he doing? He was just here with his fishing rod. Is that correct?
Yes.
Casting some type of plastic stuff?
He was casting with a little salamander.
A little salamander?
Yeah.
Did you ever see him catch anything here?
No, not at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Every day for about 3 weeks.
Fishing every day for 3 weeks?
Up on his lunch break.
There you go, guys. So, I mean, maybe there's some largemouth bass here, okay? But hey, I don't know. So, yeah, I got Mandy hooked up on a little panfish setup already. I'm gonna switch to panfish now. We're gonna do a little panfish assessment. And after that, we're gonna do a little carp and catfish assessment. Let's do it.
Like a couple weeks ago, we went out and there was
Oh, there you go. Yeah, little sunfish. Yeah, first fish of the day.
Yes, I'll have to send a picture to Darcy. She
Right
said, "Are
on.
you fishing?"
Yeah, take photos, take photos. That is a little bluegill.
This is a bluegill?
That is a bluegill.
Okay, so I think we call these little sunfish.
Southerns call it brim or brim, but
Okay.
yeah, but like the name is really the bluegill. You can see the little blue on the side. That's pretty much how do you differentiate them. Oh yeah, look, they're all around here.
Yeah.
Little bluegill. Yeah, little fellas. And another thing too about your pond, whoever one manages this pond
Yeah, does a terrible job.
does a terrible job because this fish has so many parasites on it.
Oh gosh.
I'm telling you, like, look, we can see it just from here. Look, this fish got 1,
Oh,
2,
yeah,
3,
that's
4,
a
5,
lot.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
On the tail, there's another 7 or 8 parasites here. Ooh, boy.
Yeah.
So, if anyone ever fishes around your place here, just let them know, like, make sure you don't eat the fish, because yeah, that's another nice little bluegill. Yeah, that's a bigger one. Plenty of brim, in the pond. Good stuff. Sometimes you got some weird fish around, they will just hit it. Holy moly, yeah, look at that. Something came to get your float, yeah. Oh yeah, there's some nice decent bluegill in this little pond right here. Wow, yeah, no kidding. Look at this. Wow, that's a beautiful little sample right here. Oh yeah, look at that. There we go. Oh, this is a nice one too. That's a nice bluegill. All right, so now at least we know that inside your little pond, at least we got this one species right here, the bluegill. What you Southerners usually refer to as brim.
Yes.
And believe it or not, a lot of people like to take these home to eat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just like regular panfish.
Really?
Fry it and eat it. Wow, that one's going back. Boom. Yeah, good stuff. S-H-E-N-G. Shank. Easy fish. Holy moly. Oh my lord, they just took it. What is this? Oh, it's a big sunfish.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big sunfish. Oh my god. Holy moly. That's why I felt it, bro. Ooh, a copper nose bluegill. So this is a bluegill, but even within the bluegills, there are different subspecies. This one here is called the copper nose because right here at its operculum is like a little copper color kinda, and they grow really big down here in the south. The ones in the north are the ones that we were catching a little bit earlier today with the blue there. Yeah, these are very beautiful. I gotta take a photo and release this guy. Final view of our copper nose bluegill right here, fellas. This is one mean big copper nose, gotta tell that much. Wow, I wasn't expecting that from the little pond. So folks, we are pan fishing at the moment. I got my float all there in the middle of the tiny little pond right here. And as you guys see in the video, I kind of got Mandy hooked on the little gulp setup that I always tell you guys here on the channel, right? Just a little float with just a 164 ounce jig head with a one little 1-inch gulp minnow. Mandy's having a fun time right here catching all the bluegill. This is your first time jigging with a float, right? In fresh water?
Yes, with artificial.
With artificial. So
Yeah.
you're enjoying it so much?
Oh, absolutely.
Alright, there you go. You know, catching the small fish for now, guys. Soon we're gonna switch and, you know, go for the carp and catfish. It comes to my understanding that once in this little tiny pond, you and Darcy actually landed a carp. Is that right?
We did, on a micro rod. It was tiny.
Do you remember how big was that carp?
Probably 27, 28 inches. It was pretty big.
Well, we don't really have photos here, so you know, fisherman stories, right?
He grew about 5 inches overnight.
Okay, right on. I only believe it if I see it. So soon, guys, Mandy and I here, we're gonna set up our stuff for some catfish and carp, see if there's any of those in this pond. It is a tiny, tiny pond, but I mean, it would be amazing to land a little giant here, huh? So let's do pan fishing for a little bit more and see what happens. All right, guys, we got gazillions of mosquito fish right here. Our mission right now is to land a little mosquito fish with a little size 18 hook with a little piece of Gary Yamamoto Senko. There we go. Let's see if we can do it. There we go. Finally got a little mosquito fish. Took forever, but yeah, I think this is indeed a mosquito fish. Let's see what we got here. Hook on the side of the mouth. Yeah, this is an eastern mosquito fish. Very, very small eastern mosquito fish. The Gambusia holbrooke. So there you go, huh, guys. Second species of the day. Pond has plenty of sunfish, and micro fishing wise, plenty of little mosquito fish, eh? You guys can call me the dink master now, huh? Look at that flare, got nothing on me.
Good.
See, I just wanted to show you what you call glass minnows.
Oh, yeah.
They are these little fellas right here.
Oh, my gosh.
Very small. They're
Yeah.
called mosquito fish.
Mosquito fish?
And you got thousands of them around here because I think the community just bought them and they stocked them. So, you know, when you have like lawn care and stuff like that,
Right.
you have a lot of mosquitoes and bugs, and they're called mosquito fish because, you know, they eat all the bugs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a bug control kind of thing.
Gotcha. Recently, I went to Florida and caught a Jack Crevalle.
Oh yeah, jacks fight really hard. Yeah.
I mean, I've caught amberjacks before.
Uh-huh.
They fight. I mean, they call them reef donkeys for a reason.
Oh, right on.
And I've caught plenty of those, but good God, I caught that Jack Crevalle. It's size for size, pound for pound. It fights harder than a damn amberjack.
Yeah, it fights really hard, I
Oh my
bet.
gosh, I have no idea.
Let's do this.
Corn on it?
Exactly. But this is the gig with the carp fishing.
Okay.
We do this thing called chumming,
Yeah.
which is pretty much the
We do
chumming for
for
salt water
sheepies,
too.
yeah.
So what we gotta do is, whoa, what the heck?
It's
Oh.
the mason jar.
Oh, okay.
Homemade canned
Yeah, this
corn.
kind of stuff is a lot of technology for me, you know. So what are we gonna do? Get a little handful of corn,
Okay,
and we're gonna throw it right around where we're going to cast.
sure.
So which side do you prefer to cast?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so let's do it right over here, okay?
Okay.
So just try to cast as close to where I'm going to chum, okay?
Okay.
Right around there by the fountain. You see that? I'm gonna
Sure.
throw a little bit more to the right and a little bit more in front. So that's the spot.
Okay,
Then I'm gonna cast right around here.
sure.
I'm gonna chum a little bit more over here too.
Careful, that corn's expensive. I'm kidding.
Right on. Yeah, corn, very expensive.
So expensive.
There you go. So, you know, we cast right around this range right here.
Okay.
Now,
And then put corn on the...
yep, 2 little pieces of corn just to
two?
cover, just to cover enough. Leave the tip of the hook exposed just a little bit. They don't really care because
Okay.
they're gonna be eating the chum, you know, they're not gonna be like with the guards up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then just cast it like right there.
Sure.
Now I gotta tell you right away, one of the cons of fishing for carp this way is that if you have turtles, turtles are going to feed on the corn. You may catch a turtle.
Oh yeah.
And if it is a
probably.
snapper turtle, you know, it's a bit of troublesome.
Yeah, we just cut the hook.
Yeah, there you go.
It's bad,
But you know, the pros, of course, if you do hook a carp, you know, just make sure to set your drag appropriately, because when it hits, the line's gonna go,
Okay.
you know, all right? But again, if you're not gonna leave here for like a long time, oh gee, I think it's a, oh, I think it's just, oh, no, wait, I think we got something here. I don't know, I don't feel it. It's weird. Oh, gee. Oh, yeah, we got something. You want to root in?
No, you can. You want me to?
I don't know if it's a cat. I don't know if it's a catfish or a carp. Yes, please. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a catfish or a carp. I think it's a catfish. Oh, that one. Got it. Double up. Check that out.
Oh my God.
Gee. Look at that! What we got here? What is this? Oh, it's a carp. This is a carp.
Shut up.
That's a carp too?
No way.
Oh my God!
Double hook up.
Yeah, see that? Got them feeding. Oh, no way! Oh, careful with the test line. This is a grass carp.
So what do I?
You wanna land it over there if you can. Mandy, these are grass carp.
Yeah.
I don't have this species yet. Yeah, I only have the common carp. I'm pretty sure these are grass carp. Oh my God. All right, well,
Over here?
yeah, let's take care of this one first.
Okay.
All right, let's see if my fish is still here. I got a bunch of junk on this rod. Oh yeah. My fish was just chilling here. My fishing was just chilling here, guys. So we just landed Mandy's grass carp right there. You know, we're trying to take care of them one by one, right? Not try to let this fish stay outside of the water for too long. Now we're gonna take care of my grass carp. If I land this fish, it's gonna be species number 171 for me. You know what I'm saying? And I never caught a grass carp before. I have been pursuing the grass carp for quite a while, and can you guys believe it, that it may be at this little tiny pond right next to Mandy's house that I'm gonna catch my grass carp. Okay, so let me try to bring this guy in, you know, as good as possible without breaking my line or anything. Ooh, he's got some power to it, you know. He got a little bit of rest when we got Mandy's fish back, so you know, gotta be, oh, look at that, gotta be careful with this one. All right, that's okay, we take our time with it. Now guys, you guys gotta realize, right, that the prime thing for carp is usually if you have a net. We don't really have a net, you know. It's a little bit troublesome for us to bring the fish in. But yeah, usually when you have a net, you know, it's like much better, you know. When you don't have a net, you gotta lift the fish up this way. Ah, nice and easy. We got here our grass carp, species number 171 for extreme Philly fishing. He just punched some mud on me. Again, I'm all filthy now. All right, guys, final view of our first ever grass carp. All right, species number 171 for extreme Philly fishing. Gonna release this carp over here. Ooh, look at that. He's good to go. No need for revival or anything. Didn't bleed. Good stuff. Back in his house, you know. Nice. Time to catch some more fish.
Yes.
Oh my God. I still can't believe what quite happened down here, guys. Like I said, you know, I just came here to fish with my friend Mandy in her little pond. Little we knew that there are grass carp here. It's species number 171 for extreme Philly fishing. Can you guys believe that? We just chummed the corn, waited, you know, and that's why I always tell you, right? Never underestimate the watersheds around your area. You know, Mandy's been living here forever, you know. She had no idea that there were grass carp in here. Neither I had idea. I mean, they showed me a photo of a carp from here. It was a common carp, you know. So I came here today. I was just like, yeah, let's do some species assessment, you know, some common carp fishing, right? New species. That's why I say the joys of being a multi-species angler. You are never afraid of casting your line. Doesn't matter where it is. Look at the size. Look at the size of this little pond right here. This is it. And yet you have some amazing grass carp lurking beneath it. We are still carp fishing right here. Mandy went to take a little break, but we're still on the species chase. Hopefully we're gonna catch some catfish, some common carp. Stay tuned, it should be good. Fellas, it is about 5 p.m. right now. Mandy and I have been fishing out here for quite a while. What time do you think we started, Mandy?
About 12, maybe a little
About
earlier.
12, yeah. So, you know, like we put in like 5-6 hours of fishing, you know, guys? These YouTube videos that I bring for you guys here on the channel, you may just watch it, you know, 10, 15, 20 minutes, but the struggle is real, all right, boys? So as you guys saw, we started today trying for a little bit for bass. I got Mandy hooked up on the Senko. We gave a few casts. Nothing. Then we switched to panfish. We caught a bunch of bluegill, northern strain, and copper nose. Both of them are inside this little pond right here. I ended up switching to a size 18 hook just to do a little bit of microfishing because I saw plenty of mosquito fish right around the edge of this area. In other words, the food chain is going really well here. You got the mosquito fish and then you got the panfish feeding on the mosquito fish. Sadly, it doesn't seem that this pond has a lot of predatory species, you know. We set our rods later for catfish and carp. Didn't catch a single catfish the whole day. As you guys saw, Mandy got a grass carp. I got a grass carp. That is species number 171 for extreme fillet fishing. And sadly, you know, I mean, 1 or 2 turtle bites. Mandy lost a third carp, you know. It's all right.
Right at the bank.
No worries, no worries. You know, there will be more chances in the future. So, I mean, in this little tiny pond, guys, there's at least 3 grass carp, you know. That is amazing, okay? But anyways, it is time to go, you know, it is time to go get something to eat. So overall, are you satisfied with like your local pond? What do you say?
Absolutely.
I guess you will come back a lot for the carp fishing, huh?
Absolutely.
Okay, so explain to us here. I think you kind of learned the basics here. Try to explain to us here what you would do if you came out here to do some carp fishing.
Well, probably the night before I'd put some corn back out.
Very
Since
nice.
I live here, it's pretty convenient.
Okay.
And then I would come back the next day and put some more corn out, and then I would bait my line with some corn and throw it out.
Key word in this, guys, corn, okay? And if there's one thing that Mandy and I really didn't do today, but you guys definitely should, is have a net, all right? Look, I clean myself a little bit, but look, this is from 2 carp that we landed right over there, okay? And I just want to let you guys know, I mean, look, we try to treat our fish pretty nicely, right?
Yeah.
Would you say? Try to keep them out of the water for as little as possible. Nice release, you know? But yeah, without a net is a little bit troublesome. If you have a net, definitely go for it, okay? But this is it for today, guys. Time to pack up, tie lines. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe, nah, I think it's another little drum. Maybe.
Oh, it's bigger.
What is this? This is not a drum though. It's a spot croaker.
It's a big one. Oh, you were talking about him earlier.
Are you kidding me, dude? 3 species. We got the Atlantic. Now we got the little spot croaker. Yeah, so check this out, Kristen. This is the spot croaker.
Oh, so he's got the little spot right
Yeah, it's got
there.
a little spot right there. Oh my.